Racing is proudly brought to you by Sparacio'S Speed Shop and QC Racing. Welcome back to Thunder Valley Raceway, Australia. I'm Brian Tolmie, and this is Group Number 7 of Sam Sparacio'S Mustang Challenge. 4 brand new Mustangs ready to go toe-to-toe around the valley. Let's get down to McDonald's and meet today's drivers. Starting off in the Boss 302 Laguna Seca, it's Mick from the Backshed YouTube channel. Driver number 2, driving the 2018 Custom Mustang GT, it's Chris Hood. Driver number 3 in the 67 GT Mustang, straight out of New Zealand, it's NZ from NZ Racing. And last but not least, driving the 67 Mustang GT, it's Power Drive Racing. Let's check out the odds thanks to our friends at Sportsbet. NZ the $1.90 favourite ahead of Mick at $2.20, Power Drive Racing $2.50, and Chris Hood at $2.90. Cars are locked and loaded for race 1 here today. Sam Sparacio'S Mustang Challenge. We're ready to rock and roll. Chris Hood and Power Drive Racing up the front as the lights begin to count down. Away they go. That's an even start. Chris Hood makes his break for it, takes the whole shot. There's trouble behind. That's Chris Hood and Mick going head to head, but it's Chris Hood in a very quick time of 4.9 seconds over Mick, NZ, and Power Drive Racing coming in for 4th. What a drive this was by Chris Hood. He hasn't been here for just on 10 months and has lost nothing. Gets around the track in an absolutely fantastic time of 4.96 seconds, and I believe that is a brand new track record. Great drive there by Chris Hood. Let's go and check out the leaderboard after race number 1, where we see Chris Hood sitting there on 5 points ahead of Mick from the Backshed YouTube channel, NZ, and Power Drive Racing. Great start to the competition here today with the track record being smashed in race number 1 there by Chris Hood. He shares pole this time with Mick from the Backshed YouTube channel. Go and check him out if you want to watch some Australian cars being brought back to life. The lights begin to count down. We're ready to go. Once again, it's a brilliant start there by Chris Hood. He's off and gone, causes trouble there with Mick. They're trading paint, but they're still alive, nudging down the straight, and once again it's Chris Hood over Mick. Power Drive Racing comes in for 3rd, and NZ from New Zealand claims 1 point in 4th. Great start again by Chris Hood. That was the story of the race. He was off and gone early. A little bit of trouble out of turn 2 where he came together with Mick. They was trading paint. There was trouble behind between Power Drive Racing and NZ, but it was Chris Hood after that fast start going off to claim the victory in 5.43 seconds, and that's 2 wins on the trot for Chris Hood. Let's check out the leaderboard after race number 2, where we see Chris Hood dominating at the moment with 10 points over a very consistent Mick on 6. NZ and Power Drive Racing are tied on 3 points apiece. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break brought to you by Mustang.
Mustang! The Mustang attitude. The one and only boss, Mustang GT.
What it does.
The wide open Mustang convertible. The turbocharged precision of Mustang SVO.
What it does.
Mustang does what a Mustang does, what it does.
Decisions, decisions, decisions.
Mustang!
Have you driven the best built American cars?
Have you driven a Ford lately?
Well, welcome back to the Aussie Diecast Racing League. This is Sam Sparacio'S Mustang Challenge. Race number 3, NZ on pole for the first time today with Mick. They're ready to go. Lights count down and they're off. Good start there by NZ, and he takes off like a scolded cat. He looks like a winner from here. There's trouble behind, but it's NZ coming in 2nd. Power Drive Racing. Mick comes in 3rd, and Chris Hood, after 2 wins in a row, comes in 4th position to add 1 more point to his total. Let's check out the replay where we see a little bit of trouble behind NZ with Mick and Chris Hood coming together. Chris Hood then turns himself around. You don't want to be doing that when you're trying to claim the points here at the Valley and move on to the next group. But it was a great win there by NZ in a quick time of 5.11 seconds in the 3rd event of the day. Let's check out the leaderboard after race number 3, where we see Chris Hood hanging on there on 11 points. Mick from the back shed on 8, tied with NZ on 8. Power Drive Racing, he's out the back, sitting on 6 points and hoping for a change of luck. Cars are ready to rock and roll here at the Coca-Cola start line for race number 4. Final race of the day. Power Drive Racing shares pole position with NZ for the final race of the day here from Thunder Valley. The lights begin to count down. Away we go. That's an even start there as cars are going to hit the corner locked together. There's trouble there behind. NZ sneaks away with an easy win. Cars were spinning out everywhere. Power Drive Racing went from second to third, allowed Mick to get through and claim the handy 3 points. Power Drive third. Chris Hood capitulating here after 2 wins in a row has come in 4th. Great race, this one very competitive. Everyone got out of control and started losing their minds down the front straight. NZ went on to claim the victory and another 5 points to his total in a quick time of 5.25. Let's check out the leaderboard for the final time, where we see NZ. He's your winner here on 13 points, just ahead of Chris Hood claiming 12 points. He'll move on through. Sadly, Mick from the back shed has not made it. He's missed out by 1 point. He finishes on 11, just ahead of Power Drive Racing, who had a rough day at the office. He claimed 8 points. Congratulations there, though, to NZ and Chris Hood, who started off in a blaze of glory, but he ran out of go-go juice pretty soon after race number 2 and managed to hang on to claim second position and a spot in Sparacio'S Mustang Challenge Sweet 16. Congratulations goes to NZ. He had that black Mustang absolutely flying in the last 2 races of the day to move on through to the next group. Joining him is Chris Hood, who smashed the track record in race number 1 and took over from Jim Lysenring. He brought that record down from 4.99 down to 4.96. Magnificent drive by Chris Hood. As always, we need to say goodbye and thank you for racing. Today it is Mick in the Laguna Seca Boss 302. Performed well but just missed out. And also Power Drive Racing in that 1967 GT Mustang. We hope to see you back here racing very soon. Please consider liking, subscribing and commenting on this video. Keep the channel alive and come back next week for group number 8 of Sparacio'S Mustang Challenge, brought to you by Sparacio's Speed Shop and QC Racing. As always, we'd love to see you back here for more racing right here next week at the Aussie Diecast Racing League.